Hi, it's Art, short for Artemy, and you can find me at CUArtist pretty much everywhere. Today I wanted to talk about the clothes I put characters in, because I've mentioned background characters kind of being able to dress from any era, and I do want to add aspects of different eras into the main cast, definitely, but finding a different fashion sense for each character is very interesting. Also, some of the clothes I design are things that I have made for myself to wear, and I could possibly sell them as merch at some point. Thank you to Maya Kern for making a video about monetizing webcomics. She mentioned having wished she had made a school uniform so that she could have that as a piece of merch that was integrated really well into the comic. And since I watched that before starting into the comic more, I did end up designing a working uniform for a curio shop that I have in the comic. And I think it looks pretty cool, and also I love to wear it. Anyway, I thought about this as a topic because my partner mentioned in this comment that they really like Sixie's apron. And that is just kind of a whole part of Sixie's vibe, is just kind of really off-the-wall fashion some of the time. He likes really bad graphic tees and skinny jeans most of the time, so I'm definitely having fun playing with some of his shirt designs to possibly have as something to sell later. It can definitely feel a little bit money grabby, but they're shirts that I have purchased and I do enjoy wearing, so... And also, it is pretty hard to make money doing webcomics, so I don't think that it is a bad thing to create something that you yourself would want, and if other people want it, they can also get it. There are also other characters that have things I would not be able to sell at all, so it's not just all a money-focused thing. Talvi is a fashion blogger, so I really am trying very hard to kind of give her some interesting wardrobe pieces. At one point, I did make a what's in the closet of each of the main seasons, and I don't think I'm going to stick with exactly that, but it definitely was helpful to get a vibe of what each character would wear. Talvi, I didn't make her closet because it is kind of just infinitely large, and I can just put her in whatever I want her in. But Kavot had a lot of flowy maxi skirts and some nice cute overalls. And as I've been drawing the comic, I've realized I've been putting her in a lot of stripes and longer sleeve shirts that are rolled up to the elbows. Sixie, I mentioned, has the pretty garbage taste, and Kesa is the type of guy who has exactly what he needs in his closet. He has a suit for each day of the week plus an extra just in case. He has a dressier tuxedo situation in case of a gala or something, and then he has enough workout clothes for his week also plus an extra. But he also has a fluffy robe that he likes to wear. I just think it can be so much fun to put thought into the characters' outfits. It can definitely be nerve-wracking sometimes, and sometimes I just don't want to think about it that hard, but when I do think about it, it can be a lot of fun. So, yeah. Sixie has a really weird bikini apron, but wears it in a weird little gender way, and I just think it is fun to play with the clothes characters have, but can also be so difficult to try and find a fashion for a character, especially if you don't think about clothing that much. But it is another way to kind of flesh out your character in an interesting new dimension. It can also just be a lot of work depending on how intricate of clothing that your character would wear. So it definitely might be something that you do tone down a little bit, because if you have a ton of ruffles and pleats and lace and a corset, it's not something you're going to want to be drawing for a comic. At least not all of the time. Yeah, so those are my thoughts on character clothing design. Can be fun, can be stressful, can be very useful in deciding how long you want to take drawing a scene, and can also be something to think about if you want to make merchandise for your comic at some point. That is all I have for today. Thanks for listening. I hope to see you tomorrow.